for joining us for this special edition of WCNC Charlotte. I'm Sarah French. Today we're celebrating the work that's being done by the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project to benefit Habitat for Humanity. This is an affordable housing development site where 39 new homes were built by the airport in West Charlotte. And we had some very special guests this year, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood. I was able to sit down with them and talk about the work that's being done. Two of the biggest names in country music, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, are lending their voices and their muscles to this year's Carter Work Project here in Charlotte to benefit Habitat for Humanity.
Carter talks about basic human rights, and a roof over your head is one of those rights.
This reminds me that we are inherently good and everybody wants to help each other.
In 2019, the Carters transitioned their ambassadorship to Garth and Trisha.
I just think President Carter loves you so much. I just think he loves Garth.
We're not taking over for them. Nobody can. This is a Carter Work Project, and as long as we're involved, it will always be a Carter Work Project.
And the country music power couple says they've been hooked ever since they started volunteering with the Carters after Hurricane Katrina.
We were impressed. We had to up our game just to keep up with them.
Next thing you know, you're out there hammering, you're talking, and it's like, hey, what do you do? And he goes, excuse me? I go, what do you do? She goes, I'm the person moving in here, and you're working right next to him? How cool is that?
When all is said and done, 39 new homes will be built on this property in West Charlotte, all for the families who wouldn't be able to afford homes like this otherwise. Garth and Trisha here for the entire week, making sure they're a part of it all, just like the Carters.
We just kind of want to extend the legacy and honor them. Let's say 20 years from now, if we're doing a Carter Work Project, the president and Miss Rosalynn will be here.
There are a lot of wonderful families that are benefiting from this project, and you're going to meet some of them throughout the next half hour. So first up, let's meet LaPree Holmes. She's a first-time homeowner, and she's been hands-on from the very beginning.
I am a single mom of Bailey. She's 15 years old.
LaPree Holmes is a soon-to-be homeowner.
I'm thinking either here or here is going to be where the CV's going to go.
For the very first time. And she's definitely hands-on.
I applied to be part of the Habitat ownership program, and after that, we did a lot of volunteer hours. I've literally been here almost every day that we built on my home. So I put in all of the blood, the sweat, and the tears to ensure that my house is built in this community.
For CEO Laura Belcher, building affordable housing in the area is her top goal.
It's really a challenge. In Charlotte, the need for housing is immense. We have a multi-year backlog, a pipeline of applicants that are qualified and ready for housing. We're just trying to build as fast as we can.
For LaPree, it's a dream come true.
I feel proud to be able to have a home that to provide shelter for me and for Bailey, and to even leave that legacy to her.
I think it's really important because we're anchoring affordable home ownership into a part of the community that does not have a lot of ownership options. By doing that, we will bring families that will be here for years and generations. They'll raise their children here. They will be anchors to this community.
LaPree's daughter, Bailey, excited as well.
It feels great. Can't wait to have my own room and design it. I need somewhere I can be safe and just be myself with my family.
Her mother overjoyed to give her a place called home.
Home means family. Home is like happy. It's our safe haven, and it's peaceful.
And we were able to get an update on the progress that's being made on LaPree's home with a personal tour.
I'm thinking of like a purple, I want like Hollywood glam.
Oh, yeah.
So I want a wallpaper. My bed's gonna be over here. So I want a wallpaper on this wall behind my bed.
That'll look good.
She says she can't wait to host dinner nights at her new house with friends and family.
This is the one that she chose.
Along with LaPree, there are a lot of women out here, and we were able to meet some of these incredible ladies, including the recipient of the very first Women Build Home.
It was truly a blessing.
Janet Stewart, a single mother of two, was the very first recipient of a Women Build Habitat for Humanity home.
We were constantly moving every year or two because We were priced out of where we were living.
In North Carolina, 1 in 8 households spend more than half their income on housing, often forcing them to choose between paying for housing or other vital needs for their family.
When I was introduced to Habitat, it changed our lives immensely. We were able to not worry about what we were going to do next year.
In North Carolina, the affordable housing shortage is estimated to be around 46,000 homes.
The mission of affordable housing and what impact it has on a community was just so meaningful to me and to our team. It was something they were all excited to be a part of.
Sharon Sullivan, CEO of Renewal by Anderson, is a longtime volunteer with Habitat.
If you look at housing and the economy and how many households are headed by single females head of households, we are thrilled that it will be a female occupant here. And I know from my work with Habitat how meaningful that is generationally.
The part for me that's my kids always know where to go. They have some place to go no matter what.
The very first women build took place in 1991, and now it's become an annual tradition for Habitat. And as soon as they raise these walls, Janet is going to be leaving a special note for the new homeowner.
May many more blessings come your way.
From one homeowner to the next.
It's a message of hope for the future.
As these women give back by paying it forward for the next generation. Coming up, we continue our special coverage of the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project benefiting Habitat for Humanity.
It's harder than ever to afford a home, but the fact that a home is a basic necessity of life. President Carter believed as long as there's one person on this planet without a roof over their head, Habitat's job is not done. I have to agree with that.
Welcome back to the special edition of WCNC Charlotte as we highlight the work that's being done by the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project to benefit Habitat for Humanity. The site here is historic to the Charlotte area. It's where the Plato Price High School once stood, the centerpiece of a once thriving black neighborhood.
This is something that has been envisioned for years.
Habitat for Humanity of Charlotte CEO Laura Belcher says the land has special meaning.
The land actually is the former site of the Plato Price School, which had many great prominent graduates from the African American community in the 50s and 60s.
Some of the students were interviewed for a Habitat video as the housing project moved forward.
My name is Eddie Lee Hoover, MD. I'm a proud product of Plato Price High School.
I am Nellie Ashford, class of 1961, the greatest class of Plato Price High School.
Founded in 1915, Plato Price School stood as the centerpiece to a once thriving black neighborhood in West Charlotte. The school was named in honor of Mr. Plato Price, a Mecklenburg County Board of Education member and a staunch advocate for education opportunities for African American children. The school had several notable alumni, including prominent cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Eddie L. Hoover, renowned folk artist Nellie Ashford, and former Congressman Mel Watt.
Plato Price High School had a sense of pride. It was a very tight community.
But the school closed its doors in 1966 as part of Charlotte-Mecklenburg School Board's desegregation plan. The city of Charlotte acquired the land in 1983, and the school was demolished.
The land has really sat vacant, and so the City of Charlotte and Habitat partnered, and we were able to secure the donation of the land from the city and then envision what this could be, a best and highest calling for the land, and 39 homes is the way we're going to go.
The neighborhood will be called the Meadows at Plato Price, and it's located in a spot where affordable houses are desperately needed. In this part of Charlotte, the average rate of homeownership is just 26% compared to the rest of the county, which is at 57%. Black Charlotteans are far more likely to be homeless than the average resident. Out of almost 2,700 people who are homeless in Charlotte-Mecklenburg, more than 3/4 are black. Hoover says he would like to see the Plato Price Alumni Association have a mentoring presence in this new community.
It makes me feel undescribably happy to know that now that property where I walked, there are new people coming and going to revitalize the area and have a sense of home. It makes me feel good inside.
For former President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalynn, working with Habitat for Humanity has been a decades-long passion, and the need for affordable housing a point of emphasis for both of them. In September of 1984, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter and former First Lady Rosalynn Carter led a group of Habitat for Humanity volunteers building safe, affordable housing in New York.
I never dreamed at that point that it might become an annual affair that has just enriched our lives in many ways.
The Carter Work Project grew into a week-long event, taking place in a different location all over the world every year. And in 1987, it came to Charlotte, constructing 14 affordable homes in the Optimist Park area.
President Carter has worked with Habitat for the past 37 years to draw attention to the needs of affordable housing, both nationally and globally. And so in his honor and legacy, that effort continues. It's really a way to put someone's passions and beliefs into action, right? More than words, it's coming out and physically building. And that's really what the Carters did by lending their time and energy a week, a year, every year, year in, year out. It's really an example of servant leadership.
You like the blue color? Many times at the end of the week when the house was finished and we delivered a Bible and keys to their new house, and we haven't all cried. In fact, I think that's the times in my life when I have wept more than any other for excitement and for gratification that I was privileged, along with my wife, to participate in such a great project.
Throughout his life, President Carter saw firsthand how hard it is to make ends meet due to a lack of affordable housing. Families need a safe place to call home. And even after a bad fall in 2019, at the age of 95, with 14 stitches and a black eye, the former president was back out volunteering with Habitat.
Habitat is inspirational. You know, just a motivation to come to Habitat, and then we always, as I said many times, we get a lot more out of it than we put into it.
He committed his life to helping others, a life of service, an example not just through words, but actions.
We come here from a lot of different backgrounds and experiences and hopes and dreams and frustrations and disappointments. And when we get on a Habitat project, everybody kind of melds in to be the same.
A legacy that will continue to help other families for years to come.
And Habitat makes people equal, and in doing so, elevates everybody.
Coming up, we continue our special coverage of the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project benefiting Habitat for Humanity.
And we're really honored to build alongside the homeowners. It's a great experience. This is our third Carter Work Project. So being able to see the number of volunteers and the homeowners out here is really inspiring to us, and it helps us to keep giving every year and keep giving back to habitats throughout the nation.
Welcome back to the special edition of WCNC Charlotte as we highlight the work that's being done by the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project to benefit Habitat for Humanity. For many families, the journey to owning a home can be a major hurdle, and oftentimes it's not the only one. But for one woman we met, we found out there isn't an obstacle she can't overcome.
I'm very excited. Like, this is something that's really, really great for my family, like my kids, like just a blessing.
Brianna is thrilled to finally be moving into her own home with her children.
So I got connected with Habitat through a family friend.
It hasn't always been easy for Brianna. At the age of 16, she was diagnosed with macular dystrophy and is legally blind. But she doesn't let that slow her down.
By me having this disability, it doesn't stop me. And so with the design of the house, I've been out here busting them sweat equity hours and doing what I can to help.
For Brianna, this home is an answered prayer.
It has been just amazing. Like, just being out here to actually see it from the foundation to the walls going up and the roof going on. I look forward to my kids being able to play in a safe area, being in a cul-de-sac area, they'll be able to ride their bike. My kids is my #1 priority. And so I just feel safe. I can't wait to, have, holidays and different little events and such at my house. Just something that I can call mine.
Coming up, we continue our special coverage of the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project benefiting Habitat for Humanity.
Man, this is home. If you can help home out, then you get the ability to go out and help somewhere else too. So start at home, clean this up, and go out into the world, man, and make a difference. And that's I want to be a part of that.
You've always made a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of WCNC Charlotte, highlighting the work by the Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter Work Project benefiting Habitat for Humanity. We hope you've been able to see how this incredible project is helping so many families here in the Charlotte area. As we leave you today, we want to give you a look at the culmination of all the hard work done by hundreds of volunteers. It's truly an incredible sight to see. Thank you for watching.
The thing here was, please say what your favorite thing about Charlotte is, ... Easiest thing on the planet. Best damn build so far right here.
Whether you are swinging a hammer, painting a wall, laying sod, your support is amazing. You've made a lasting impact. Your willingness to give of your time and your energy is truly commendable.
There's a really big energy created when people come together in Charlotte. I mean, you just brought it. I know there's been a lot of people that we didn't know what to expect when you got here, but like Gar said, we don't just say this everywhere we are. We've been on 14 bills. This is our 14th, and they're all wonderful. But Charlotte, you will be remembered for being the best one yet.
Amen. For sure.
You will also be remembered. I know many of you know that I have a cooking show, but my husband has not eaten better than he ate this week in quite some time. So thanks for that.
Probably 1,000 times this week, I've been asked, what does this house mean to you? And then I always freeze up. And so I've been thinking about it this week. And so this is what my house means to me. My house is an anchor. It is an anchor for the community, providing stability and common neighborhood goals. My house is a financial anchor, providing freedom from budget decimating rent and providing a method of creating generational wealth. My house is an anchor to my family, providing a safe harbor in good times and bad. And my house is a home. So.
All week long, you've treated the homeowners like they're the celebrities, and you've treated two celebrities like we're your family. I thank you very much.